Welcome back to the Stevenage Sheet Metal Super 1 British Karting Championships. It's the KZ1 official MSA British Senior Karting class up next. The man that knows all about that class joins me now. It's the man in charge of logistics for Super 1. It's Matt Snape, and you know all about KZ1 because...
I've had a little go myself in a test session in GYG.
And I think you only lasted about 7 laps, was that right, before your arms nearly fell off?
Yeah, I couldn't hold on any longer. It was a bit fast and fast-paced for me, so I'd have to do a bit of training to go out in one again, I think.
Now, you're obviously handling logistics for Super 1, but what's your experience of karting other than that?
I've had a little go in a TKM, but the KZ1 is a whole different beast. It's really fast, yeah. You've got to think about your gears all the time, so...
And in terms of racing, then... You're pretty busy with Super 1, so you're not going to get the opportunity to race in KZ1, I guess.
No, definitely not. And I don't think the budget's there either. But to have a little go myself was amazing. And just to be able to watch it and say that you've had a go yourself to people, it's a good thing to be able to say. So.
And you're around the championship, so I guess you're the best person to ask who's going to win KZ1 this year.
Oh, I don't know. I know that Sam Webster's doing really well, but at the end of the day, it's down to the last round, isn't it? So we'll see.
Hang on to something, everyone. It's KZ1 time. Henry Easthope and Sam Webster on the front row of the grid with Adam Glear and Dan Kelly on row 2. Blick and Slavin, Allen and Game, Lang and Pitlick, followed by Adamson and Ryan Sharp on the back of the grid. Keep an eye on him. He'll be flying through, and away we go straight away. Easthope takes an early advantage from Sam Webster in second position, and the midfield battle is going to get intense at this first hairpin as Webster defends to the inside line. Glear in third position, can't find a way through.
Adam Glear on the CRG's had a great start to his KZ1 career. He's really impressed me this season. Very difficult to come out as a junior and get right on it in this KZ1 class. And look at the lead Easthope's got on the first lap. That is absolutely astonishing. Webster's got a problem there, Jake, going through the final turn.
You're absolutely right. Yes, Webster is very slow. He's desperately trying to hang on to second position, but it looks as if that's a problem with the car. That's definitely not a problem with him. He won the last 2 televised finals in KZ1, don't forget. But look, he's being swamped. You're right, Alan. He is absolutely being swamped down the home straight, down to 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. There is a big issue with Sam Webster's car.
Sean Slavin's come through to second place in the double apex. That's Webster going through the shot. He's got a serious problem. He seemed to start through this turn last time, seemed very slow through the turn, and he's losing a place there. Looks like to Hannah Lang as well. So Sam Webster, who is looking for the championship win this season, and he's been on it the last couple of rounds. He's won the last 2 televised finals. He is down the field and going backwards in a hurry.
Well, Easthope is well and truly gone from the fray. Don't even think about race victory, anybody else, because Easthope has disappeared into the distance. Scott Allen, championship leader, currently sitting in 5th position behind your man in 2nd place, which is Sean Slavin, in front of Glear, and in 4th place currently is the 86 of Ben Blick. So there is a very intense fight now for Allen to move his way up the field. And what about the guy just on his tail? Bobby Game, the 46. So this is going to be a battle royale for 2nd place. Sean Slavin in 2nd position, his first season in the gearbox category in KZ1. Look at Easthope. He is well and truly gone as here comes Game up the inside of Allen for 5th position. Beautiful move there from Bobby Game.
Bobby Game, former multiple British champion, of course. He's struggled in this class since he came into it. He's 42, 43, I think he's probably 43
don't keep mentioning
now.
It, whatever you do.
I keep trying to mention his age, but he's racing against drivers here young enough to be his kids. This is the best we've seen from Bobby this season, though, Jake, isn't it? We've not seen him competing at this sort of point in the race towards the front end of the field as Alan looks up the inside but can't get it done. We've not seen Bobby at the front of the field this season, but this is the best we've seen of him so far.
Yeah, he certainly seems to have got the hang of KZ1 around the Larkhall circuit. He's trying to reel in Ben Blick once again. He might have an opportunity to close in. 2nd place is still that battle between the 55 of Sean Slavin and 3rd place Clear. He's tightening up his grip and they are dropping 4th position now. Ben Blick is falling behind and Bobby Game is trying to defend, but he's managed to get a bit of a gap on Allen in 6th position, and Allen's under pressure now as they come into the final hairpin. So Scott Allen currently running in 6th position. He is not having the greatest of weekends. This should really be his opportunity to capitalise on Webster's issues, but he's down in 6th position behind Bobby Game and in front of the 5 of Dan Kelly.
Championship leader coming into the round, of course, Scott Allen, but Henry Easthope will be putting a big dent in that championship challenge. Kelly started P4, currently 7th. He's gone backwards so far. There is Scott Allen on the 2. Bobby Game 46 in front of Allen, but for how long?
Oh, that looked like a very brave move there from the number 5 as Kelly tried to go up the inside of Allen, and he left that very late to make the move. He thought, well, there might just be enough of a gap. Unfortunately, there wasn't, so he has to hang back in position. Adam Gleer now into 2nd place.
Yeah, he's up to 2nd place there, Adam. Dropped Sean Slavin down to 3rd, and Slavin now is under pressure from the 86 of Blick.
Yes, indeed. Ben Blick with a genuine chance of a podium. There's Sam Webster still motoring around, but all is not well in kart number 4, unfortunately, for the Birrell Arts driver.
All started in the final turn. That's where the kart seemed to slow down, and then it all went pear-shaped here in the double apex for him, and he's well down the field now as Kelly looks up the inside of Scott Allen, just can't get it done. But he's all over the back of the championship leader. Will he be the championship leader at the end of this round, though? That's the question.
Well, if Dan Kelly gets through, that's definitely going to be under question. But Kelly doesn't seem to be... It's a difficult situation because he gets very close to the back of Scott Allen under braking, but he doesn't seem to be fast enough to make the move stick as the 86 is getting a technical flag. That's Ben Blick, and I think we've got to change of position.
Yeah, Scott Allen just about made it out from the drone camera. He went up the inside of Bobby Game, so he's put a bit of distance between himself and the man that was hassling him. And in fact, of course, Blick's now dropped back behind Kelly. So Scott Allen up a place.
Hand in the air for Blick. I think he knows that something is wrong with the kart, so he's got the mechanical flag and he's going to have to bring it into the... is he going to get the pits this time? No, he doesn't, but the mechanical flag is shown to Ben Blick, so something is definitely not right with the kart, currently sitting in 4th position. That is such a shame because Blick has definitely been having a very strong weekend here at Larkhall. It's one of his best efforts of the season, if not his actual best.
Good performance here by Hannah Lang as well. I think this is the best performance we've seen from Hannah this season. Close enough to the championship leader to show that she's got some pace this weekend. And Alan still under pressure here from Bobby Game, and likewise Bobby. Best performance we've seen from Bobby in the KZ1 as well.
Oh, that is such a sorry sight, isn't it? Yeah. Webster about to get lapped by the leaders. That is such a tragic sight for Sam Webster. Double winner in a row here of the televised finals. Easthope's already lapped him and cantered off into the distance. 2nd and 3rd are not far away. And now Allen up to 4th position with Blick disappearing by the look of it. I can't see him there in 4th place anymore. So I would suspect then that Blick has either pulled into the pits or is already off the circuit somewhere. I didn't see him pull off, but he is now gone.
If you saw the last programme and our little Terminator skit we did with Henry Easthope, he did say that day, I'll be back. He was back at Glenny Gorse Park, 2nd place though that day. He's well and truly, firmly back now, well out front. That's Slavin in 3rd place.
Yep, still behind Adam Gleer, the 37. Those two doing a very commanding job into 2nd and 3rd places as Webster gets out of the way and allows the chasing pack to fly past him. And that it means he has now been lapped by the entirety of the field. How sickening must that feel for poor Sam Webster?
Yeah, my son had to do that in the final round of British Championships in junior gearbox years ago. We had all sorts of mechanical issues, went into the final round leading the championship and had to drive around at 30 mile an hour, a bit like Sam's having to do here, and allow himself to get lapped 2 or 3 times in the final, but he did keep it going all the way to the line.
That is the gap between 1st and 2nd place. In karting terms, that is the difference between night and day. It is absolutely monstrous how big a gap Easthope has been able to pull out. He's just disappearing into the distance. Closest battle on track is this one. 5th and 6th position behind the championship leader Scott Allen. It's Game versus the 5 of Dan Kelly, and it looks to me as though actually, although Kelly struggled to make a move on Scott Allen and get through, he might be able to have the measure of Bobby Game here. He seems to be very strong, particularly in the braking zones. He might be able to just pop out and make a move on the inside line, but Game is an old hand. He'll know what's coming.
Yeah, but you say he's an old hand, and he is far more experienced in karting terms, but Dan Kelly is far more experienced in KZ1 terms in the gearbox kart, so we're looking for a way past. That's Hannah Lang with the pink helmet She's out ahead of Tom Pitlick. Tom came out of the Rotax 177 class many years ago. He was in Super 1. This is his first appearance for a while.
Later on into the race, still the battle for 7th position between Lang and Pitlick. They're still battling away as East Hope's lead increases out in front. And I have to say, I can't remember the last time a KZ1 race was dominated quite so beautifully. But look, Kelly has managed to get past the 46 of Bobby Game, so he is now up into P5. Last lap for East Hope, and he is absolutely romping away. This is a big moment in his 2015 championship campaign. He said he'd be back, and he is large and in charge here at Larkhall. Fantastic stuff. 2nd position for Glear, who sets the fastest lap of the race. 3rd position, no surprises to see Sean Slavin on the podium on home turf. Scott Allen in 4th place. Good comeback from him. Dan Kelly beating Bobby Game. Hannah Lang in 7th. Tom Pitlick in 8th. Sam Webster 2 laps down in 9th. And Ben Blick, despite retiring, is classified as 10th position. Henry Easthope's message to the rest of the field: hasta la vista, baby, I'm on top.
Henry, it doesn't get much more comfortable than that, KZ1. It's going to help your quest to retain the championship as well with Sam down the field. I could say talk me through the race, but it was you and nobody else really, wasn't it?
Yeah, I would have preferred to have a bit more of a race in fairness, but it turned out the way it was, and we've had a pretty solid weekend, so can't really complain too much. Just a big thank you to my mum, Tim, Jamie for coming to mechanic, and Andy and Sue Fairless for the engines.
Henry Easthope then the new championship leader in KZ1. Junior TKM up next. Anyone fancy a McLaren?